Alright, I literally just slept for a while, and I am finally here. Good evening, everybody! Welcome! Welcome to my afternoon streams. I am Kurisu, that one VTuber nobody knows. And as you guys already know, based on the title, my anniversary is coming up in 2 days. I gotta be honest with you all. I have no idea what am I gonna do for my anniversary. I don't know if to make it a regular stream or do I want to make it into a subathon. Like I really don't know what am I gonna do when that day arrives, which is literally the day after tomorrow. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually a little nervous. I really don't know what am I gonna do on my subathon. No, not subathon. My God, I have no idea what am I gonna do for my anniversary. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can do, but I really don't know what I should do. So I'm gonna have to let you guys decide. On I'll probably make a Reddit post or something, or I'll let you guys, or I'll probably ask some of you outside the stream to see what can I work on. To see what can I work on the day after tomorrow. I will announce that there will be no stream tomorrow because I am going to be preparing everything for the anniversary. So yeah, I'm gonna be preparing myself for the anniversary. There's not gonna be any stream tomorrow at all. So you guys have been warned. That is the reason as to why I will not stream. So, what are we going to do today, you might ask? Well, I am going to be playing chess because it's been a while that I haven't played chess, and I don't know about you guys, but I think I may be a little rusty in chess. So just saying, just letting you all know. Oh, right. I also forgot to change the category for chess. So let me do that shit real quick. And there we go. Don't forget to change the category. That's extremely important whenever you're streaming. Always change the category. But hey, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to play chess tonight. Because yeah, I'm still on a training arc. You know what? Chat. So I don't the other day, a friend of mine asked me, "Hey, what do you look like IRL?" And I literally said, you really well, I mean, they were not a friend, but a person that I knew for quite a while, and online, of course, they never seen me IRL. But they asked me, "Hey, what do you look like IRL?" And I'm like, "You want to find out? 100,000 followers, then you find out what I look like." I'm not gonna say a million because that's too much. I feel that 100,000 is realistic. It's realistic to achieve that number. So I feel like, yeah, it's an achievable number, 100K. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be. If some of you want to know how I look like, well, there you have it. 100K, and I'll reveal my face. How about that? How does that sound? But anyways, tonight we're gonna be playing chess. Probably against people, probably against bots. I mean, it's still a training art, so I still have much to learn when it comes to chess. I really have much to learn. So let me just place myself in my little corner because there are a lot of strategies that I want to learn today. I still want to learn the King's Gambit, but there's a lot of other strategies that I also want to learn when it comes to chess. I want to learn the how to stop the Scandinavian, and I also want to learn how to do the Sicilian dragon, which I heard is pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and let me see what stuff can we learn tonight. All right, so what we're gonna be doing is let me change the screen real quick. DJ, you can turn off the music. And then I'm going to go and look up my typical chess music so that we can start playing. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the same. Yeah. I'm typing the name of the song so that I can play chess too. Okay, there's the song. But before we check the song, we're gonna take a look at the strategy that I want to learn. How to stop the Scandinavian easily. So chess Scandinavian defense counter. Apparently it's a counter, so we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna see exactly what we gotta do in order to stop the Scandinavian, because I heard that it's an extremely powerful thing in chess and it can be game winning sometimes. Let me change the audio real quick for you guys and see what we got. Let me turn off the screen. Color picker. There we go. All right. Do you guys see my screens currently? All right. Perfect. You guys can see it. So, there are two shorts that are telling you how to stop the Scandinavian defense, and I want to learn these two moves. This is only for the white side of the screen, so it's gonna take a lot of learning. All right, first short. See what we got.
How to destroy the Scandinavian defense in just 7 moves.
Well, let me take off the captions. I don't want no captions in my. How do I take out the captions? I don't want no captions in my. Yeah, take that shit off. All right. How to stop the Scandinavian in 7 moves. Let's see what you got.
Well, first you take the pawn, and after they recapture, attack the queen.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. So Scandinavian is okay. I'm a little confused here. Okay, so the Scandinavian starts like this. So they have a black pawn and they have and then on my side I move a white pawn. Okay. So I move that, they move that.
Well, first
I take the pawn and then they take it with a queen.
They recapture, attack the queen.
I start attacking with Angelo.
Queen. In most cases they drop the queen back.
They should back off, because if they risk the queen, if they're in this area, they can do two things. They can back off the queen. If they're extremely aggressive, they may actually take out this this pawn or this pawn, but that's not gonna be a good idea, because I mean, you're losing one of your most important pieces, and then if you move it forward, my queen's just gonna take it. It's gonna be an easy bait. So there really is no point in doing that. But I can just move Angelo and threaten the queen, so they're forced to back off in that moment.
To d8, and then you just develop.
And then I move, and okay, so it's not just Angelo, it's both Angelo and Veronica. Got it.
After a couple moves, you report.
Wait, okay, so they move a knight. I move Clara, which is the bishop on the right. Huh. Okay, that's your opponent. What?
Is very tempting to put this pin on your knight. How?
Okay, so they're gonna move the bishop in order to threaten Veronica.
However, you ignore it completely and you move the knight to the middle.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait. It's a little risky, but I can see the. Oh my god, wait. Chat. You're just going full aggression. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yo. Chat, that's insane. That is. Wow. So you already moved the bishop. And then and then the knight. It's already. It says it's a brilliant move too. Wow. Okay. Never thought of it like that. So my opponent, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be confused. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're such an idiot. Why would you move your knight in front when I can just take your queen? Like, that's stupid."
Off the board. Your opponent is now gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacrifice, but after he takes the queen, bishop f7 finish.
That's just dirty. Chat, that's just dirty. I just realized it now. That is absolutely fucking dirty. Are you serious? So you're telling me that I can just threaten with the knight, they take the queen, I move this bishop, and then it's checkmate just like that? Oh yes, yeah, because they can't. Oh my god, yeah, because if they take, knight is gonna take. In this case, Veronica's gonna take. If they move down here, if they move, wow, wait a minute. If they move below the queen, Veronica's gonna take it anyways. And there's nothing the knight can do. There's nothing the king can do. Checkmate in 6 moves with a Scandinavian counter. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, chat. You know what? I kind of like the strat. Low-key, I actually do kind of like the strat. Yo. Alright. Let's watch this video again. And I want to hear him explain how it works. So let me hear this video.
How to destroy the Scandinavian defense in just 7 moves? Well, first you take the pawn and after
Okay.
you capture, attack the queen. In most cases, they drop the queen back to d8 and then you just develop. After a couple moves, your opponent is very tempted to put this pin on your knight. However, you ignore it completely and you move the knight to the middle of the board. Your opponent is now gone. He has to accept the queen sacrifice, but after he takes the queen, bishop f7 finishes the game. How to destroy...
Just like that, chat. Literally just like that. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That is wild. Holy shit. I never thought about that. Who would have thought that you can be this destructive with just countering the Scandinavian? Alright, what about the next video? The next video, yeah, it's this one. Beat the Scandinavian in 7 moves. It's still the same amount of moves, but maybe it takes a different route. So let's see what we have.
Scandinavian opening is a scam. You do
Okay, so they start with this. You know, this is the Scandinavian.
not take the pawn to let the queen out early, but
Okay.
get the pony out.
Get the pony out. That is okay. So pony on, knight on the right. That will be Veronica. So we move Veronica.
Interesting idea, giving a freebie.
They take my pawn,
You hop the
threatening
pony
my
to
knight.
queen.
I passed their pawn. Dude, Veronica is extremely aggressive if I follow up the strategy. What the hell?
This cheeky pony is looking at f7. Black gets annoyed, pushes the pawn to
Okay, so they push that pawn in order to threaten Veronica.
kick away the pony. And then you bring the big gun. You get the early queen attack.
The early oh, that's how it oh wow, that's so funny actually. Wait, that's actually funny. You bring Veronica straight to the front, they kick Veronica, and then you bring the queen to threaten their knight. You bring Queen Penelope, you threaten their king. They're forced to move, right?
Can't go there, got to push it. The pony
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, oh. Yeah, they have to push it. Now they're threatening both Veronica and Queen Penelope. Now what?
is dying, the queen is dying. Can't save both of them, so you sacrifice everything.
Okay, sacrifice everything. So it doesn't matter which road they take. They're literally screwed. Gotcha. So what this means is that Veronica and Penelope are gonna be in serious trouble. Those are the knight on the right and the queen. After that, you move Clara. And I mean, it doesn't. Oh wait. Oh yeah, you're threatening their knight. That's funny. You're threatening their knight with Clara. The ladies are putting in the work in this strategy. Hold on a second.
If the biggie queen dies, your juicer lands on f7.
And that's checkmate. Just like that. That is literally checkmate. Because if they move to the right, if they move to the left, Veronica's gonna take them. If they move to the right and take Clara, Veronica's gonna take them. Yeah, they have nowhere to go, chat. They're literally screwed. Wow. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, the Scandinavian is wow, it's I can't believe that the Scandinavian is actually that easy to counter. That's crazy, dude. And I've barely fought against the Scandinavian. Who the hell followed me on? Oh no. Oh no. Chat, I have a question. Deadass. Like, I really have a question, deadass. Do you guys ever get followed by, like, bot accounts on literally on Twitter all the time that say that they're artists, but in reality they're not, and they're selling fake services? It's so annoying to the point that there are times that I want to stop. I want to stop posting and on Twitter, simply because they just like to. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, their profile pictures, dude. Even the profile itself is kind of sketchy. Well, then again, I always just block them, so nothing to worry about there, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Now I can hear the Scandi in full detail. So let's see what they have to offer. Let me hear the thing in full detail. I want to hear what he says.
Scandinavian opening is a scam. You do not take the pawn to let the queen out early, but get the pony out.
Veronica
Interesting idea, giving a freebie. You hop the pony again.
has
This
the
cheeky
pawn.
pony is looking at f7. Black gets annoyed, pushes the pawn to kick away the pony. And then you bring the
Okay.
big gun. You get the early queen attack. Check out the king. Can't go there, can't go there, got to push it. The pony is dying, the queen is dying. Can't save both of them, so you sacrifice everything. If the biggie queen
That's
dies,
crazy though.
juicer lands on f7. With the help of the pony, gets the mate.
That is so funny though. That is extremely fucking funny. I like that strategy. I really do. I think I want to try it out, chat. Yeah, I want to try that. I want to try this strategy out. And I also want to try the not the Scandinavian. What was it called? It's not the Scandinavian. It's the Sicilian dragon that I wanted to try. Yeah, I wanted to try out the Sicilian dragon, not the Did I literally say Scandinavian dragon earlier? Hell no. I want to try the Sicilian dragon. That's what I want to try. All right. So, chat. We literally just got a crash course on how to do the Scandinavian counter. Let's review both of them once more, just so I have a refresher on how it works.
How to destroy the Scandinavian defense in just 7 moves? Well, first you take the pawn, and after
they take,
attack the queen. In most cases,
Angelo,
back to d8, and then you just
Veronica,
after a couple moves, your opponent is very tempted
Clara,
to put this pin on your knight. However, you ignore it completely, and you move the knight to the
Veronica to the left. Okay, got it.
He has to accept the queen sacrifice, but after he takes the queen, bishop f7 finishes the game.
So Clara is the one that always goes for the kill in these ones. You expect Clara to stay in the back lane, but not this aggressive. And then the second method.
Scandinavian opening is a scam. You do not take the pawn to let the queen out early, but get the pony out.
Veronica?
Interesting idea, giving a freebie. You hop the pony again. This cheeky pony is looking at f7. Black gets annoyed, pushes the pawn to kick away the pony. And then you bring the big gun. You get the early queen.
The early queen.
Check out the king. Can't go there, can't go there, got to push it. The pony is dying, the queen is dying. Can't save both of them, so you sacrifice everything. If the bishop
C4, got it.
dies, your juicer lands on f7. With the help
And just
of
like
the
that.
pony, gets the mate.
All right. Chat, we got it. I think we got the strategy down. So let's turn on the music back again. All right, let's go back. That's not the music that I'm looking for. Ah, there it is. There we go. Okay, chat. We got a mission. We gotta try to practice a Scandinavian counter. That's what we gotta do today. I'm gonna be playing against bots today. Because I'm extremely rusty, by the way. So forgive me for my rustiness, chat. Alright, play against bots. Alright, which bots haven't I defeated yet? I have not defeated Isabel. I already defeated Wendy, which was extremely painful. Nora, welcome in. I sent you a chess request. Accept it and let's play a game. Yes, I will play soon. I'm still in a training arc, so at first I'm gonna try to play against a bot first, and then we'll play because I'm still learning. Let me see if I can beat. Let me see if I can beat Isabel. Costa Rica. Is there any Puerto Rican bots? I don't think they are. All right, so we're gonna go with white on this one because I really want to learn that defense. All right, so I'm gonna push here, and we're off. That is not the Scandinavian. That is okay. Can't do Scandinavian here, unfortunately. I don't know if I want to go for King's Gambit or do I want to threaten the king. No, because they're gonna figure it out. It's a 1600 bot. If I push the queen, then it's not gonna work. Because yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, let's try King's Gambit. All right, there we go. King's Gambit has been acquired. And now that we have done the King's Gambit, we are going to start establishing. Question is, what do I establish first? Okay, the good thing about this is that they cannot take Veronica, so we should be in a pretty good position right now. All right. Develop Veronica. They're not threatening. They're not literally threatening anything at all. So let me see the board. Yeah, they're not threatening anything. What's the point? I can just pass these ones. All right. I guess I don't know if I should push forward. No, I don't think I should. No, I'm gonna establish Angelo first. It's the first thing that I have to do. Wait, what? What do you mean, no? Oh, that's why. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. I can threaten. No, wait. If I threaten one of these pawns, if I lose Angelo, that means that the bishop's gonna take it. But I mean, it's. I don't think it's a bad trade. It's honestly a fair trade, simply because I mean, takes and then takes. I don't think it's that bad of a trade, chat. It's not. And then this pawn can only move once. So I feel like I should take this pawn. For now. I don't think I should... wait a minute. If I move this... Oh, I see. The queen is gonna take it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I can see why. I can now see why, chat. Yeah, I can now I just discovered why. All right. Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that their queen is gonna take Veronica if I move her there. So what I'm gonna do is I should establish the middle part just to have some defense at least. Okay, now they're threatening Veronica. By the way, for context, chat, the pieces that are on the back, each of them have names. This is Augustus. This is Angelo. This is Timothy. This is Queen Penelope. This is Clara. This is Veronica, and this is Angustia. And then the king is King Caius the Third. Okay, so they're threatening Veronica right about now. We cannot move Veronica here because they're gonna be threatened by the queen, and we don't want that. I mean, wait a minute. No, because the queen's gonna take it. We cannot move it there. We cannot move it here either. And we cannot move it here because their bishop is gonna take it. But the thing is, if they take it with a bishop, we can take the bishop. So I don't think it's a fair trade. And since Veronica is gonna die anyways, yeah, might as well. Oh, it's a check. That's why. That is a check. And unfortunately, I am forced to move it. However, I should have blocked this area now that I think about it. Yeah, I should have. Should have blocked it. If they move down, yeah, if they actually move down, they're gonna take this pawn. But if they move here, they're not gonna take anything. Yeah, if I move up, this is gonna be check. This is gonna be check, but I can just take it. Just once. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Now the queen is threatening. Yeah, this becomes a fucking problem because now the queen is threatening Veronica. However, the queen has two choices here. They can either take Veronica, or they can take Timothy. What are they gonna do exactly? I have no idea. And I cannot move. This is actually tough. Wait a minute. I can't castle anymore, which is that already is a problem. But, chat, hear me out. I can move this pawn and threaten their queen. I can do that. Yeah, I think I should do that. But c4? Wait, what do you mean c4? You mean this one? Wait, no, that's not c4. Wait a minute. Oh, knight to c4? That's what you mean? Oh, I see. Because then the queen's not gonna be able to take anything. Yeah, okay. I can see why. Boricua, welcome in. We're playing chess. We're on a chess training arc. Noro, you mean to move Veronica in c4, right? Like here to here? Because if we move Veronica, she's gonna be safe. She's not gonna have any threats whatsoever. Your bike will pass if you move the pawn. Wait, your bike? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean my bike? You mean my knight? I'm still new to chess, chat. I don't think I understand chess lingo that much. All I know is King's Gambit, Scandinavian, and Sicilian. That's all I know. Dude, it's okay. You don't have to type in caps. Oh my god. It's okay. I'm just learning. Chill. My goodness. Okay, damn. All right, let me see. If I move, here's the thing, chat. Excuse me. It's all right. It's all right. But think about it, chat. Think about it. If we move this pawn to threaten their queen, they're forced to take it. They're actually forced to take it, because if they move the queen here, I'm gonna take it. They have two choices. They have either one of two choices. They can either take Veronica with the bishop, or they sacrifice their queen, which would not be the brightest move. So I think, I don't know, chat. I think that h2, I think that pawn to h4 is the better choice, because yes, they can take the pawn, but I'm still gonna take it with the rook. Yeah, I think that's the play, chat. That's literally the play. They're gonna lose their queen regardless. He can eat your pawn through his pawn. Oh, that's right, en passant. That's right. You're right. Yeah, you're very right. The en passant. But even if they do, here's the thing, chat. Even if they do en passant, they're still gonna lose their pawn, because the pawn is gonna move here, and then just gonna take it. Like, they're still gonna lose the pawn, so I don't get it. So even if en passant happens, huh? Okay, I think you may be onto something. I'm gonna move. Wait a minute. The problem is the bishop, though. If I move the knight, bishop is gonna take the pawn. That's the problem. This bot got me thinking, chat. This bot literally got me thinking. Because they're attacking Veronica from both directions. That's the thing. And again, I really do not mind losing this pawn. You're a noob like me? That's fine. Everybody's gotta start somewhere. Alright, chat. I'm gonna risk it. Here we go. It's gonna bite me in the ass, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Do the en passant. There we go. They're gonna take it. They lost their bishop. Now they're establishing knights. Good. I am not gonna move these yet, so I am going to, let's see. If they move the queen over here after being threatened, if they move their queen to take the pawn, okay, they're not stupid, got it. And then they're gonna take this pawn right here. And then if I move it here... Wait, hang on. I can take their queen. I can try to take their queen. If they're stupid. You gotta move the queen. One way or the other. They didn't take it? Chat. That's check. Exactly. Got her to back off at least. I got the queen to back off, which is what I wanted. And now that we have done that, let's see. The queen can attack the pawn. Wait, no, we can't. Can't move the rook either, because the rooks are protecting the knight. And I can't move the queen because their knight is also in there. Their queen is also in there. So that'd be a terrible idea. However, maybe I can move the king to the front here. Yeah, I think be careful and pay attention. Your queen is bound to the king. I am aware. Yeah, my queen is bound to my king. 4, is that a freaking J? 4J? What do you mean 4J? There's no J's in this table. Or do you mean 4G? G4? I don't get it. Oh, see, you mean C? Oh wait, you mean C4, right? C4, right? I'm not gonna do it with the queen because there is already a knight protecting this area, so that'd be a terrible idea. So, you mean pawn to C4? Oh, okay, yeah. So I can start moving my. Wait, no, because no. All right. So what do you mean by 4? What do you mean by 4J? I'm a little confused. 4G. I mean, I can do something else as well. I can always. Oh, G4, G4, G4. Okay. Yeah, but wait, you mean C4, C2? Wait, no. Chat, there's nothing I can. Chat, there's literally nothing I can move to G4. There's literally nothing I can move to G4. What? F4 is the closest thing that I can move, but I can't move anything to G4. Like, nothing at all. Alright. Chat, this is gonna be a terrible idea, but anything to force the queen out. Forgive me if this is a terrible idea, but we're gonna move the king. See how bad it gets. Alright, the queen is out. The queen literally got out. And is now threatening it's now threatening this. Now that the queen is out of the way, that means that I can I mean I can threaten this. No, but it's protected. That's hell no. Okay, how to take a queen. Oh wait a minute. Is it? No. Be careful, and it might lead to Tog 4. It might lead to G4. Oh, I see. I see what you mean now. I don't mind losing this pawn though. But it's a little tricky. Da, 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 da. If I move that, because the purpose right now is attempting to bait the queen. That's what I want to try. I want to bait their queen, and I don't want to lose many pieces either. I cannot reach. All right, buddy. Take your shot. Take the pawn. My English writing is bad. No worries. That's fine. Okay, they established knights. They established a knighto. I can always trade their queen as well. Yeah, I can always do that. But I don't know if I should. Can move that in there. They're gonna take my pawn with this pawn. Okay, take. I got an idea. Wait a minute. Take. Take the pawn? I can't take it with the king. I can't take the pawn with the king. I can't. Oh, you mean with the bishop? No. I don't think I should. I don't think I should. Because then I'm not gonna have any offense for the end game. Alright. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try to use the queen now. Move the queen there. Oh, they're moving rooks now. Take. 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 Okay. I think it's safe to take the pawn now, because if they take it with the queen, they're pretty much screwed. Let's do it. Okay, they backed off. Okay, no real danger here. Got it. And now, this is gonna hurt me, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice my rook. Okay. They did not do that. I guess they are okay with sacrificing a rook in that case. And they are moving a lot of their pieces, and I do not like it one bit. You know what's funny, chat? It's funny because... No, because even if I put them in check, they're just gonna retreat their knight. And then that's not gonna be a good idea. They can always retreat their knight in order to create offense. Yeah, definitely not a good idea. You guys think I should sacrifice the rook? I bet. But I gotta see how this plays out. So take. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's worth it. Back off. There we go. It has backed off. I'm gonna keep the queen here, by the way. I feel like keeping the queen is extremely necessary in this situation. I am not gonna move a pawn here, because then that's gonna give the queen an opportunity to take it. There's not enough range for the knights, so I gotta move this pawn. Okay, they're back to harassing the poor pawn. My God, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, what to do with you? What to do? It's the knight. The knight is the problem right now. But I feel like I can do something funny. Hold on a second. Take the queen to... No, the queen cannot move. The reason... Take the queen to g1. No, the queen cannot move. Here's the reason why. Because if the knight takes, I'm gonna take with the bishop. And the queen's gonna take. Wait. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. That may not be a bad idea, but still. I think I mean, I can take it with the king, but... Let's try it out. Okay, they backed off. And now their knight is actually out of the question, so we can start attacking king. Yeah, we can start attacking behind enemy lines now. If they move forward, they're screwed. Because we can just start destroying pawns now. Yeah, but the problem now is that now they're threatening the bishop. That's the problem. Alright, chat. We gotta do it. Check. Got him! Okay. Now we can start attacking behind enemy lines. We're not gonna attack this, because if we do, their queen is gonna take it, or their rook is gonna take it. So again, bad idea. Bad idea to take this pawn, to take this bishop. Wait. H7. Yeah, we're gonna start taking down pawns now. Although, I think I have, wait. Take. Take. Yeah, I mean they're pretty screwed at this point. Yep, there. That's what I was afraid of. Chat. That's what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Yep, there it is. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Noro, I am not trusting you ever again. I'm gonna trust my own gut from now on. That's exactly what I was afraid of. It's a good thing we're fighting against bots because I can go backwards at least. But yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Hell no. And this, my friends, is the reason why I have trust issues. So instead of doing that, we can do something better. Because yes, they can do a check, but I can always threaten in this area. See what I mean, chat? There we go. Now they cannot do anything. Now they cannot. Now we're stuck. We're literally stuck. But your problem is why the king is in the center of the board. Honestly, I don't even know why, but hey, seems to be working fine for now. So here's what I'm gonna do, chat. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm tempted to take this pawn, but the problem is that the queen's gonna take it. That's a huge no. And if I place the rook here, knight's gonna take it. My worry is for the queen to step in this area. That's my biggest worry. And they haven't moved their bishop yet. So what am I going to be doing instead is I am going to move. Definitely not there. And definitely not there either. Check g5. Check on g5. I see what you mean. But the problem is I didn't see the pawn. Yeah, exactly. That's what that's why I said no. Hell, I'm not moving it. I'm gonna lose a pawn. I'm gonna lose my rook to a pawn. That's stupid. Okay, let's see. I should move this pawn forward because right now this pawn isn't doing anything. So take. Yeah, this pawn is definitely not doing anything. So if the queen moves it, their queen is done for. So move this pawn in the front. Oh, now they're moving forward. Now they are threatening this area. E5. If I move E5, that's I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea. No, it's not. Wait. E5. Yeah, pawn to E5, but they're gonna take the bishop if I do so. And I can't move the king because then the knight is gonna be attacking. Yeah, I can't do that. If I do that, I'm screwed. There's gotta be something I can do. Rook to g5. We're not gonna move rook to g5. They're gonna take it with the pawn. That's a terrible idea. Wait. Rook to g5. Take. They're gonna take it with the pawn. Then I'm gonna take it with this. No, then I'm gonna take it with my pawn. But then their queen is gonna take my bishop. No, that's a terrible idea. I feel like that is a terrible idea. Yeah, I just realized how bad of an idea that already was mere minutes ago. If I move it here, then I cannot do anything. And I don't want to move the bishop because their rook is then gonna take it. I don't want to take their bishop either. Can't move the rook because it's protected by the pawn. Terrible idea right there. You can take his queen. Oh yeah, how exactly? Because here's the thing, chat. Their queen is gonna attack my bishop in order to do a check. And this area is being... Wait a minute. Trying to think over here. Sacrifice the rook. No, chat. They're gonna take it with the pawn. That's not... Because there's a pawn. There is a pawn blocking this area. And then this pawn is blocking this area. That's a terrible idea, chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you mean here? Because if that happens, then this happens. There's no way out of it, chat. There's literally no way out of it. And if I do that with the queen, then their queen's gonna take my queen. So no. Very bad idea right there. Got me thinking. Really getting me to think. I think the best course of action that I can take at this very moment is to move the king backwards, away from everybody else. And I gotta move the king out of the white squares because they only have one bishop, and the bishop is only attacking white squares. So I feel that the king has to move back. At least I'd say no, because then the queen is taking the black. Oh my god. Decisions. And that's gonna be check. If you sacrifice the rook, I will eat it with the pawn. Then you will eat the pawn with the bishop and tie its queen. Wait. So if I sacrifice the rook... Okay, so you're telling me that if I sacrifice the rook, you'll take it with the pawn. And then with the no, because the bishop is stuck right now. Oh, you mean this one? Okay, take it with bishop. And then you eat it with queen. And then you eat the queen. Okay, so one, they take 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the bishop cannot move, which is not bad. All right. Let's see if your plan works. It did not work, chat. It did not work. I'm telling you, chat, it doesn't work. The only thing I can do right about now is literally just move the pawn to... Move the king to e2. Nah, you're just... You know what? No. Noro, you're giving me... Your advice is terrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to move the king here. And that's another check. But... Here's the thing about it, chat. They can take it. But... At least they're not threatening right now. Because they're king. The problem is the knight's gonna take the bishop now. If he were a human, he would have set the trap. Yeah, but this is a computer that's 16K. They're not gonna fall for that easily. So that's why we're playing against bots as well, because they literally, some bots know things that we don't. And now that the knight is isolated, it's gone. Okay, the queen did that, I guess. But now, I'm gonna offer them an exchange. That is a check. Okay, so the exchange doesn't work in this situation because they have a knight. So they're gonna move it here. Move it back. Okay, their knight's not threatening it. Their knight is literally not threatening anything. This is literally a bluff. So now that their knight is out of the picture, now we can exchange the queen. Which they did not. This bot, man, I swear to God. I can't go forward, okay. But I know at least that this is the right move. Because they're gonna move the knight here. Okay, there it is. And then when they do that, they're gonna start making checks and stuff. Move this. Now they're threatening with the bishop. And if I move the queen, they're gonna take it with the knight. So again, bad idea. I can always move the rook. I can move the rook. I can block this and they're not gonna be able to move for shit. Let me try that out. That is another check. Again. However. Calm down, chat. Calm down. Hold on a second. Not over yet. As long as here's the thing, chat. As long as we are in the black squares, there's nothing to fear. Like there's nothing to fear as long as we're in the black squares. If we're in the white squares, that's where we're screwed. But we have to find a way to get out of this. If I take this, they're gonna take it with the knight. Which again, terrible fucking idea. The king only has one place to go. The problem is, if the queen goes that way, that's checkmate. Because no matter where... Wait, it's not checkmate yet. Wait! I can take... Chat, hang on. I can take the rook. I can literally take the rook. There's the check. I'm gonna take one of my pawns. Another check. I think they're yeah, this is tough. Probably not. Okay, that was a terrible idea. I think it's checkmate, chat. It's literally checkmate. This is blocked, so there's not much I can do. However, that's the problem. The queen is gonna keep threatening my king. And if I move here... You know what I can do now, chat? I can start threatening their back row. Just like so. Not this one, because the knight is protecting it. But I can start attacking their pawns now. That's another check. And now I can... Oh, I can move. I can move there. Wow. Let them take this pawn. They are not taking the pawn. Okay, that's a little infuriating. What are they planning? I think it's checkmate. I think it is. Okay, it's not. If I do that, their queen is gonna take alert and they're gonna take my pawn, so no. Due to heavy rain, the internet was down, but I fixed it. Okay, that's fine. See if this works. Okay, I got their bishop to back out. That's good. I literally got their bishop to back the hell out. I'll be with you shortly. Hold on a second. I'm still in the match. Hold your horses. Honestly, I think that my queen is right now is protected. They moved their king. Perfect. So that means that without any protection, I can do it. I can do a check. So I can do this. They're forced to move. There is a knight protecting it, so no, can't do that. I have to start taking down the other parts. If I take this knight out, they cannot take it with the bishop at all. There's the check again. There's the check again. How many checks is this? How many checks is this? How many checks are they gonna make? That's what I was afraid of. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Your pawn? There's nothing we can do with the pawns, chat. They literally put us on check and we're gonna lose the queen. Yeah, we lost the queen, chat. God damn it. Oh, you mean this pawn? No, but yeah, but we can't move it. Just call me Luke. Welcome in. We're struggling against the bot, and we're already on check. Again. Do you know the Queen's Gambit? Yeah, but I want to practice the King's Gambit, and I also want to practice the Scandinavian counter. That's what those are the ones that I want to practice. And we're fighting against a 16k bot, so a 1.6k bot. So honestly, it's not easy. It wasn't easy. All right, let's see who wanted to challenge me earlier. Okay, yeah, let's play a game then. Let's okay, did you already send me the invite already? I wanna yeah, send me the invite. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now we get to play a game. All you have to do is just send me the invite. Or I can just send you the invite myself. Hold on a second. Wasn't I the one who showed you the Scandinavian counter? Wait, were you? I think I think you were. Yeah, it was. I think it was you. Hold on. Yeah, I think it was you. Okay, I'm ready. Again, I'm not that good at chess yet. Wait, let me check something. Hold on a second. 10 minutes. No, it's unrated. I don't want to. Yeah, we're gonna do this unrated. We're playing friendlies. There we go. No! Fuck! Cancel. And I didn't cancel on time. That's fine. I'll think I'll beat him. I think I got it. Okay. They're at 400, so they're not gonna fall for it easily, but chat, I think I should go for it. This is such a BM move, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. Ha! They fell for it! Chat, they fell for it. Because now they move that, and they can kiss their... Yeah. They can kiss their rook goodbye. Just like that. Easy. Chat. That was the scholar's mate, by the way. I can't believe people still fall for this shit. Oh my god, it's a shame that was not a rated game, or else I would have won. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was so funny. Ooh, the black pieces. All right. I'm gonna try this. All right, let's see what to do. What to do? Can I play you next? Yeah, I know I'm gonna lose, but yeah, sure, you can do so. That's a check. Why would you do that? I have no idea. That was an extremely aggressive move, but I still have no idea why you did it. Maybe for... Oh, that's the Queen's Gambit. Oh, that's why. That was the Queen's Gambit. I see now. Yeah, I heard that your old account got hacked. I want to try something here. Angelo! They got that. Why do you never play rated? Oh, I do play rated, but only against randoms. I want to play friendlies tonight. Alright, let's see. Gotta take. Wait, no, the king's there. Hmm. That's a Sicilian defense. Modern counter gambit, I think. Yeah, I did the Sicilian right now. I think. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. Okay. Now I can move Veronica. The two of us can play Blitz. I don't like Blitz. 10 minutes is the one I like the most. I never really like Blitz that much. Okay, that has happened. And let's see. Oh, I can wait. I'll throw that in there. They're gonna take it. Yeah, they're gonna take it. Karam 11657. I got it. Okay. Got it to back off. Can't move that because it'll be threatened. Let me move. How about if I move this? Wait. I got a better idea. Mm, that is quite a threat that you have there. Let's see. Let's see. If I do that, it's not gonna work. What if I do that? Okay. Either Angelo or Veronica is gonna die. Which is a fucking problem. One of them has to take the sacrifice, unfortunately. In this case, I think... Sorry, Angelo. I think you're gonna have to take the... I think you're gonna have to take it for this one. Alright, that means that one of their rooks is gone. So it's mine, I think. I don't know. Yep, there it is. Okay, got that out of the way. There's the horse. Castling and oh, it's a check. Oh no, that's a check. If I move there. Oh no. That is a terrible idea. Wait a minute. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, which is a big issue. Quite the issue indeed. What did they take? Oh. Okay. No threats there. That is what I learned as a 116. I can see. Is that a check? No, it's not. That's gonna be a check. Oh, it is a check. Yeah, it is. Is he gonna find it, chat? Is he gonna? We just have to find out. Are they gonna find it? Jordan. The thinking hat has been placed. Wait, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Did they do something wrong? You cornered yourself. I cornered myself. Not sure why. Wait a minute. I don't think I did though. No. The rook? I didn't find it. Oh, okay. That's fine. He's blocking your exit routes. Okay, yeah, I see. I think, but chat, I think I got it. Okay, that's not a good idea at all. That is definitely not a good idea. I gotta try something here, chat. Not what I was expecting, but okay. Oh, and I can't take it because it's right there. Oh, that's terrible. Can't take any of them, so all right, finally I got them to back off. That's what I wanted. If I do that... I have to go? Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be struggling for now. Alright, that's one down. And you're in check, by the way. In check again. Okay, at least your bishop cannot move past the squares. The black squares, that is. Try to protect your pawn. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm trying to do. The problem is if they reach all the way to the end, I'm screwed. Chad, they're gonna do it. They're gonna turn it into a queen, and I'm gonna lose. Yep, there it is. I was afraid of that. I was afraid that would happen. I do that. Now my pawn is gonna lose. Yep, my pawn is probably gonna be out. Unless they're greedy. Ugh. How did we both ended up with this board? I have no idea. I'll give you a queen. Doubtful. No. I trusted you in the bot trials, and yeah, no. I Hmm. Oh, you want me to have the queen? Okay. Something tells me that you did it on purpose. I'm not sure why. If I take that. Comeback? I don't think so. No, it's not a comeback. I'm gonna lose either way because I'm already behind on time. So I'm gonna lose either way. Yeah, I lost. There's not much I can do now right now. Check. If I do that. Yeah, I lost, chat, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, I lost. There's no way out. Unless it's a stalemate? It's gotta be stalemate. It's a stalemate. It's a, yeah, insufficient material. Alright, we tried. We tried. Yeah, we tried a lot. Wait, you sent me the challenge and you didn't send it on rank. This was ranked? You literally sent me the challenge, Noor. Best outcome, actually? Yeah, I think. Alright, chat. This is what apparently it says that I did 2 great moves, 10 best, and 14 excellent moves, but I don't know. I still don't buy it. I feel like I did a lot of mistakes in this game that could have been prevented. Alright, we did we played a little bit. Good game, by the way. Now chat. Now we fight randoms. Let's see who can we fight tonight. You guys ready for this? Cause I am not. 10 minutes. This is rated, right? Yeah, now it's rated. So we are at 280 currently. I tried to make you win. Why didn't you win? I don't know. I'm a professional idiot, chat. Alright. We're gonna play against randoms now, so let's see what we got. Okay. 207. Alright. See what we got here. Oh, it's this strategy. Lovely. I am not so sure why they did that, but I mean, I guess? Don't say that about yourself compared to your level. You're amazing. Why, thank you. Wait, I think they're baiting me, but I'm gonna take it anyways. Oh, there goes your queen, I guess. I think they're trying to establish knights. Probably. Yeah, but wait. No, that is not establishing a knight. What the hell? What are they trying to do? That is so weird. That is an extremely weird knight placement. Very, 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 very weird knight placement. Oh, okay. I mean, they're not threatening anything right now, so Guess I'll take it. They're not threatening anything. Okay, I see what they're planning. Angelo! Okay, they moved their rook. That now they're not able to castle, which is a good thing. They're gonna take it with a knight. Wait, no, they can't move their knight because then it's gonna be check. What time is it where you are? It's 2:30 p.m. a.m. for me. Mine is 7:30 p.m. actually. Hi, chat. I'm gonna do the funny. Would like to chat? I don't know. I'm not the greatest person when it comes to chat, you know. Give me the pawn. They're gonna take the pawn, but I don't care. That's fine. If they take the pawn, I'll just take it with Angelo. And they can't even move this piece because it's gonna be check if they move it. Oh, now they're threatening Angelo. That's not good. But because their king is all the way there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna push forward. Check. Exactly. That's what I thought. Okay, move the bishop. They have to take it one way or another. That is honestly not the greatest thing, I will admit. That is not the greatest threat at all. Okay, I mean, I guess. I guess that works. Oh, okay, I see what they did there. Yep, I can see why. They're not threatening anything as of now. Okay, wait, no, they're not threatening anything. What the heck? They're not threatening anything at all. Will you stream tomorrow? Yeah, but it's not gonna be chess. It's probably gonna be something else. I'll probably stream something else. Probably Final Fantasy. Alright. What else can I do in this situation? Alright, I can castle. That's right. I can literally castle. Norel, thank you so much for the follow. And they stole my queen. Bummer. Yeah, I blundered it. God damn it. I literally blundered it, and I had it. Blundered it so badly. They're playing extremely aggressive, and I do not appreciate that. Come on, little guy. Take it. Take the pawn. Oh wait, you can't. You're in check. You're in check. They got their thinking hat, chat. They actually got their thinking hat. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, it's been blocked. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Now they're gonna take it, probably. Okay, got him to back off, but it doesn't matter. They lost their rook. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted, chat. They lost their rook. I'm gonna sacrifice this for now. I need to go. I really enjoyed being with you. See you tomorrow, inshallah. All right, thank you so much for the follow again, and thanks for coming. I really enjoyed it a lot. Oh wait, this is literally a false threat. What the hell are you doing? What? Pawns cannot go backwards, chat. Pawns literally cannot go backwards. What's their end game? Check. Now I can start the aggression. Now I can start the aggression. One by one until there's nothing left. they can only move their king, and oh my goodness. That's a check. And wait a minute. Ah, stalemate. I was so close, chat. I was so close. He won by stalemate. That's fine. We tried. Damn it. I thought I could do it. Yeah, I tried my best. I feel like I could have cornered him. Alright, let me see what I did wrong. Let me see what I did wrong, because I feel like this is worth analyzing. Okay, I did no blunders. That's good. But I did 5 mistakes, though. That costed me the game. Alright, let's see. Okay. Textbook. Textbook. Now, this part right here was a good move, but let's see how they respond. Yeah, that was a terrible move. I have no idea what they did there. I think what they did try to do was that they tried to copy me, and it backfired. Badly. They moved their knight. I moved my queen. Moved their knight. Took their pawn. Here I started providing defense and also threatening this pawn. Started moving rooks, meaning that they were not going to castle for shit. Here, I'm protecting the queen if it happens. I took it. They threatened Angelo. I pushed forward. They're protecting each other here. This is wow, okay. Okay, I can see the mistakes from here. My god, did I do a lot of them. This was a check, but it was bad from my part because they have a knight here. Therefore, that threatens my knight. And that's exactly what happened. They actually caught onto it quick. That's when I started moving my bishops. That's when I started moving Timothy. They moved their pawn. With one pawn, I was attacking 2 knights, which was good. They had no reason to move that rook. That's when I took this knight, and I wanted to go immediately for the rook. I have no idea what they did there, so this was a bad move from my part because I could have taken a rook easily and I could have promoted. I feel like I got extremely cocky, and I could have literally just take the rook and go for queen and then go on a full-on onslaught, but I didn't. That was a questionable move because again, it's telling me that I could have taken it. This was a bad move, even though it was a check, because why they move forward is beyond me. I started castling. They took my queen. Again, a terrible move from my part. And this was a terrible move from my part as well, because I still neglected this part right here. I still neglected the pawn to the rook. And that allowed them to move. So I waited way too long. And it ultimately costed me that. The Veronica is protecting this area. So if she moves here, that means that she can threaten both the rook and their king, making it a check. But unfortunately, that did not happen. I still moved regardless because it's still a check. It was good from my part. They moved. Started doing this. They took a pawn. That was a questionable move from my part, apparently. They took it. Not the best move. Then they started taking another one. This was a questionable move simply because I took it with a knight. So they had no reason to do that. Because yes, I was in check, but they just allowed me to take a piece. That was a blunder. That's why. That's why it was a blunder. And thus I sacrificed my knight. This was a bad move from my part. But right now there were not many options for me. That's when I started going on the offensive. This was a horrible move. They just gave it to me for free. And that's when I started going on the aggression and started taking their pawns until there was nothing left. I want to see where I go wrong. Okay, there it is. And this is where I lost because of stalemate. I should have stayed at the top, actually. Yeah, I should have stayed. Instead of moving it here, I should have moved it here, and I would have won. But I didn't. Instead, I lost by stalemate, which ultimately costed me the game. Instead of moving it here, I should have moved all the way here just to cause a check. And they couldn't even move anywhere else because if they moved here, like if they can move, they cannot move here because my queen is protecting it. But if they start moving in this area, I can just move my. Let's just say, for example, they can't move here because this is protecting it. They cannot move here. Yeah, I could have. Yeah, that's right. Chat, I could have won by checkmate. I'm stupid. God damn it. But you know what? It is. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion. Am I right, chat? It's these little mistakes that sometimes can ruin your games. But that's fine, you know? We're here to learn, at least. Alright, let's play another one. Did I edit it so that it's rated? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. I'm in the black area. I am not so confident about this. Let's go Sicilian. Sicilian defense. I don't know if I should go for the Sicilian dragon, though. From Chile. Oh, they're blocking my Sicilian. Okay. They are actually blocking my Sicilian. I think this is the perfect time to establish my knights. Angelo! Let's see what they do. They're establishing their knights as well. So I'm gonna bring Veronica. I still don't know these chess openings, by the way. That's why I'm struggling a lot. Okay. Knights are being established. But if I can weasel my way in there, no, that's definitely not gonna work. It's a terrible idea. I think I can allow them to take this one. Yeah, I can. But I won't. They're playing really defensively. way too defensively, actually. Oh no! Oh hell no! Now they started moving the queen. Oh hell no! All right. Let me see if they fall for it. I offer you your queen for my queen. How does that sound? It's a fair trade. It is a very fair trade. No queens allowed. Okay, now I got the speed advantage. Alright, I guess I'm gonna... I don't know if I should go through with the queen, actually. You know what? I can go here. Yeah, I can go here and start threatening their stuff. No, because then my queen's... You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I trade my queen for your queen. I was still gonna force the trade, so... What is your game plan? What are you doing? Okay, where am I? Okay, they're threatening my queen, but... Why are you... I can just move back here, and that's it, and keep her safe. And I can just start causing havoc. I feel like they're overthinking it, Chad. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm overthinking it because of the time it's taking. Okay, castling. Don't mind me if I do the same. What are they threatening? Oh, they're threatening this. I am not... Okay. I guess. They're threatening this area, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess? They want to take this pawn. Okay. They do not. I do that as a check, and they're forced to move it. But exactly what I knew was gonna happen. All right. What to do with you? What to do? What to do? This is the good thing that this is the good thing about pawns, the fact that they cannot go backwards at all. This is bad for them, by the way. This is very bad for them. Angelo is just causing havoc at this point. What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro! Are you trying to take my pawn? I guess? I mean, sure? Maybe? Oh, yeah, I see why. But your king is in check. Sorry, buddy. Your king is in check again. He has to pay attention or else he's screwed. Yeah, okay, he paid attention. Good. Good. That makes my job a little bit more tedious. That was a mistake from my part. I have no idea what I did there. Oh, that's a check. Yeah, I think I lost, chat. Yeah, they're not gonna stop doing it until I give up. I think they're gonna force a stalemate here. Oh wait, no. They're gonna take it if I do that. Ah, this is tough. They want me to move the rook simply so I can take it. That's not happening. I just need to get the rook to back off. That's my plan right now. I just need to find a way for the rook to back off. Alright, guess they're not backing it. Alright, gotta put a little threat here. Alright. At least I got the speed advantage, which is a good thing. Okay, nice. I got them to back off. That's exactly what I wanted. Finally, I got them to back off. They're gonna take that. No, they can't do it because if they do that... And I can't move it there because Yeah, it's gonna be a terrible idea. Rooks can be so unbelievably annoying. Holy. Exactly what I was afraid of. There's only one thing I can do at this point. I'll have to try. It's not the best, but I can try. Keep going! Come on, man! That's a check. Oh my god. Well. Oh my god, this is... Ooh! Mm! I'm enjoying this game, I'm not gonna lie. Low-key, I'm actually enjoying this. And they're thinking way too much. And, okay, my headphones fell. That's fine. Could have made a check, I think. Oh, that's how we're gonna do it, huh? Alright. Okay, I got them to back off. That's good. That's a check. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Yeah, I'm about to make a name for myself. I'm about to make a name for myself, chat. I honestly don't know what their end game is right now, so I can always check. Yeah, I can always do that. But I'm gonna start taking down their pawns. I don't care if Angelo is gone. He did great. All right, pawns are gone, and King is protecting this. Yeah, Chad, they're overthinking it. They're literally overthinking it. Let's go! Easy clap. Let's go! Oh my god, I'm already at 300? Nice. I guess my training actually paid off, huh? Let's go! The moment that they stepped in the chat, the moment that they stepped in this area, I was like, it's over. It's over, chat. Because it didn't matter where they move. If they went to either here, wait, if they either went here or here, Penelope was gonna catch up to them. And if they went here, and here, Angutia was gonna catch up to them. Oh my god, let's go! Let's go! 303, my god. I remember that I was 100 like maybe yesterday, I think. Alright. Let's go play another one. I'm in the black side again. Okay, standard opening. Developing knights, that's fine by me. I have no idea what the hell is going on with my headphones that keep crashing. You know what, chat? I think I should buy new headphones. Yeah, I think I should do that. I should go to Walmart tomorrow and I should buy new headphones. Yeah, that's what I should do. Oh shit, it's my turn, okay. I did not realize it was my turn. Something tells me that... Check! They're gonna counter with something. They're probably gonna defend with the bishop. Okay, I got them to back off. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Let me see how they respond. I have the perfect way to respond. Okay, I see how it is. You know what? Nah. I got a more ambitious goal. I don't think he knows what it is. I don't think he knows, Chad. I don't think he knows. What are they moving here? Oh. Oh, that's what they're moving? Okay. What happens if I do this, though? Will they notice? That's the real question. Will they notice? Okay. They actually did. They actually did notice. But now the question is, do you want the bishop or do you want the knight? They decided to go for the knight. That was not a bad choice, actually. That was pretty good. But nice. Got him to back off. And now that I have done as instructed, I can do this. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I can threaten their... Yeah, I can threaten their defenses, I think. No, I should focus on castling. Yeah, I should do that. I should really focus on castling. And that's what I was afraid of. That is exactly what I was afraid of. All right, I think I can find a way out of this situation. I think. I'm not so sure yet. Okay, that is the white squares. Okay. They're on black squares. They have the piece advantage, so I feel like I'm playing way too reckless right now. I'm playing way too reckless. And I lost my queen, which is the worst feeling in the world. All right, let me see if they... Wait. I think I can. I'll try at least. They gotta do something or else they're screwed. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Wait. No, so that's a bad move if I do that. Oh. Okay, now they're threatening my knight. If I do that... I mean, it's the safest bet right now. And if they take pawn, I can be extremely aggressive. Wait. Oh no, I did a blunder, but so did they. I did a huge blunder, but so did they. I did a huge blunder. I shouldn't have done that. But so did they. It's gonna be extremely hard to take down their queen. That's my biggest issue right now. And I blundered. Oh wait, oh my god, they also blundered. Wow. Wait, we're both, oh my god, we're both bad. We are so bad at this game. You women. What do you mean, you women? What is wrong with you? We respect women. What is wrong with you, brother? If I move it here, no, it's a terrible idea. I shouldn't do it. I'm not sure what their end game is. Bring in their Rio eye candy character. What are you? Oh, you're talking about me. You're talking about Kuriko. What's wrong with Kuriko? There's nothing wrong with Kuriko. What is wrong with you? How dare you? How fucking dare you? All right, I think we can start pushing. I believe. Um. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Yes, we can. It's either this or this. Your pick. All right, you decided to go for that. Now your bishop's gone. Women lane bringing the boy. Nah, brother. Today is all about Kuriko. Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. I got a devious idea, but I know it's gonna bite me in the ass if I do so. I knew it. God damn it. I knew it. I knew it. And they are not moving because they know that if the moment that they move into one of the white spaces, they're done for. And I have the disadvantage currently. Bad idea. I don't even know why they did that. That was a terrible move. They were so hyper focused on checking. They were so unbelievably hyper focused on checking that they lost a piece. Come on, buddy. Take it. Take it. Come on, buddy. It's all yours. Not. Now I have the piece advantage. I'm the one with the piece advantage now. Also, check. There's no threats here. Bad idea. Very bad idea. Also, check. Oh, it's in check. Okay. Bad idea. Oh my god, he's stalling. No, I fucked it up. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm cringe. I fucked it up. I lost. Oh, insufficient materials. That's fine. Okay, I didn't lose any points, and at least I gained something out of it. But yeah, it was a draw because of insufficient materials from both sides. Or else oh my god. I feel like I played wrong here, but I don't know. Alright, let's try again. Oh, I'm on the white side now. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Is that Sicilian? No, it's not. I don't even know why they're doing that, but okay, I guess. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, those were terrible moves over there. I don't know why they're moving those pawns though. Still don't know what their end game is. They are being extremely aggressive with their pawns. I just realized that. That's gonna be a bad idea if I do so. It's a fair trade at least. Is that a check? Yes it is. Not happening. And just like that, got him to back off. No, if I do that. And if I do that. Okay, I am not sure why they're displaying such aggression, but okay. They have to take this or else they're screwed. Let's see what they do. Exactly as I thought. If they didn't take it, they were gonna be screwed, and I mean screwed. All right, let me see if they fall for it. I don't think they will. They're not that stupid. Yeah, got him to back off. Let's go. I got him to back off at least. That's what I wanted. I do that. Would be a bad idea. Oh, right. I can castle. All right, let me see what they do now. Okay. I am not sure why they did that, but okay, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't mind. I don't mind sacrificing Veronica. Because I can do this. Oh no. Anyways, oh, the man-made horrors. Anyways, I'm just toying with him at this point, chat. One by one till there's nothing left. That's what happening to. That's what. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You just sacrificed your. What? Chat, why would he do that? No, that's not how you. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And now you can't move your horse because it'll be a check. You gotta move something. Oh my god, chat, he's trapped. He's literally trapped. Check. Oh my god. I'm taking all of their pieces with just the queen itself. Oh, that is so funny. Check. Check. Oh my god, Chad. Somebody call an ambulance, but not for me. Oh. Oh, I see. You think you're a hot shot. I got news for you, buddy. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, that was so funny. Oh, that was so funny. I don't know if I executed the Sicilian, but I did it. Let's go! Oh my god, that was insane. I gotta see this. I gotta see the rest of the game. Hold on a second. Yeah. I know I already did the review. Alright, so chat, let me see what happened. So it tells me, so what happened here was this. I moved to e4. They moved to f6. F6. Chat, I've never seen that move before. I have not been able to stop someone Scandinavian yet. Keyword on yet. That is such a weird opener. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna establish my bishops. They moved their knight because they knew it was in clear danger. That's when I placed Veronica. They placed their pawn. I placed Angelo. And they threatened my they threatened my bishop, that being Clara. Clara eats it. They took Clara. Angelo defeats the pawn, so they ended up losing materials there. And now they're threatening Angelo. Angelo retreats. Threatening Angelo again. Angelo retreats. Now they're threatening this pawn. And then comes this pawn. They do a check, but then I respond with, nah, I'm not about that life. I'm here. Have a pawn. Then they back out. I take their... I use this as an opportunity because either they lose it or I move forward. That's when I decided to take their pawn. They decide to take my pawn, and then Veronica attacks. Yeah, this one is Veronica. This is Angelo. Angelo is this one. Veronica is this one. Now they're starting to threaten Veronica, and I'm like, you know what? Retreat. I don't need to lose materials yet. And now I'm faced with two bishops. We know that Clara is no longer with us. Then I use this, and I'm forcing them to take this pawn, because if they do not take this pawn, their rook can kiss their ass goodbye. So I sacrifice it. That's when I move this. They back out. I go forward. They take it. I castle. They take this one, which is unfortunate. But here's the reason why I don't think this was a good move. Because I wanted them, Chad, I wanted them to take Veronica. Because now, Queen Penelope just takes it. They move their bishop. I move Angelo. They take Angelo. Queen Penelope again takes it. They did not pay attention to the board, and they thought that they can threaten me with this pawn. And that's where Queen Penelope went all the way to this rook, and then, boom, check immediately. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, after that, their king moves one space. This was a bad idea. The reason why this was a bad idea, I feel that they should have moved their king either here or here. The reason why, it's because of the following. If he were to move the king in one of these spaces, it doesn't matter where, I do this, and now their queen is being protected. But here's the thing, I want them to lose their queen. So I could have done this, they could have done this, and now we would have been even. So by them moving the king here, not only did they lose defense further, not only did they went away from danger, but they also left their queen defenseless. Chat, chat, their king literally ditched their queen. Was she not loyal to you enough? Damn. Such is the cruelty of war, chat. Such is the cruelty of war, and I'm witnessing it. firsthand. So then afterwards, what do you think happens afterwards? Of course, I take their queen. Then they move their knight. Again, bad idea. Oh no, my knight is in danger. Now what? Because if they decided not to move their knight and maybe like move a pawn or something, I could be like, oh shit, wait a minute. I can't attack their knight because it's protected by the rook. So I would actually have to think outside the box. For example, I don't know, maybe I move a rook here. Maybe they have to find a way to defend their knight. But again, why would you protect their knight? Why would you protect your knight when a rook is worth more? You feel me? So I feel like in this position that they were in, they could have done this. And that would have put me in serious trouble. But no. Unfortunately, that is not the situation that happened. What really happened was their knight was extremely cowardly. They saw that Queen Penelope was on a rampage, and then the knight said, I gotta get out of here. The knight went out, and then their rook, hey, don't leave me be. And then they felt Queen Penelope's wrath. Queen Penelope can be extremely ruthless sometimes. My god. Fearing for their knight, they moved it again. And I started threatening the knight. And now, chat, they cannot move their knight because the moment that they do so, it is an immediate check. So now, their cowardly knight is trapped. So they're forced to move the king. But guess what? They lost their knight because of it. And that's another check. They back away. They lost another soldier. Move forward. Lost another. Wait. They move forward. Not a second step. He backed out. Another soldier is taken out. Chat. Queen Penelope is on a rampage right now. She is merciless towards this king. What the hell did this king do to this army? I have no idea. But the king backs out. Instead of going up. Chat, if this king would have went up, I could not take this pawn. You know why? Because if I do this, the king's gonna kill Queen Penelope. But again, their knight was extremely cowardly, and again, it went out of there. So of course I took their soldier. They moved their pawn. I moved my rook. They moved their king. I did a check. They moved their king again. I did another check. Move. And then look at that. Another knight lost. Chat. They have no army. And from this point forward, their king is literally on the run. All he can do is literally run across the stage. But you know what? There's nowhere to go. No matter where you go, you're trapped. You lost your army by playing reckless. Because if you move here, Queen Penelope is gonna go for the kill. Not just Queen Penelope, but Angustia herself is also gonna join in on the fray. So either way, you were screwed. If you move here, this pawn is gonna take you out. If you move here, guess what? Augustus is gonna take you out. So either way, regardless where they move, they were stuck. If they move here, the knight was gonna take it. If they move here, this pawn was gonna take it. Did I say knight? I mean pawn. If they moved here, or here, or here, guess what? Augustus covers all those areas. If they move here, this pawn was gonna take them. And if they move here, both Penelope and Angustia were gonna take him. Yeah, chat, he was trapped There was nowhere to go. And because of his recklessness, he lost his entire army. Man, what a sight to behold. What an absolute sight to behold. That was wild. Honestly, chat, that was absolutely wild. I can't believe this, chat. I really can't believe this. Yo, you know what, chat? I think I gotta send this to Ghosty. Hold on a second. Is he live right? I have a question. Wait. That ass. Is he live right now? He's not. Alright, I'll catch him later. I think the best thing to do is I can send it to him straight up. Let me send this clip to Ghosty. You may want to review this game in your stream. Yeah, that was wild. I have no idea why. What? Like, let me go back, chat. Let me go back because this game literally showed me that if you as an emperor or as a king, if you are underprepared, you're dead. You're not ready for war, chat. You're not ready for war. Move pawn. Like, honestly, I have no idea what this play even is. I honestly have no idea what it is. Move the bishop to threaten their knight. Their knight moves. But now I can move my knight. They move their pawn. I can still attack their pawn, but that would just be stupid from my part. I move Angelo. Now I'm being threatened, sure. I decide to challenge it. But now they lost that war. That little war, they automatically lost it because I know that my bishop is being protected. Right now, I'm attacking 2 pawns, chat. I'm attacking 2 pawns simply because Angelo is protecting this square and Clara is protecting this square. Clara takes, Clara dies, Angelo takes, retreat. Retreat again. Angelo is evading all of these pawns effortlessly. Then their bishop now starts threatening, and that's where the pawn moves in. They decide to go for check, but my defenses are solid. I mean, honestly, I understand why did you back out here, because why the hell would you lose your bishop to a pawn? That's just ridiculous. So I forced them to retreat, because if they didn't retreat, they were gonna lose it. So I took their pawn. They take my pawn. I took their pawn back because it was not protected. Now now over here in this area, they're threatening Veronica, which forces her to retreat. And now 2 bishops are in the same area. These 2 over here. I don't know why it's marked there, but you know. That's when I saw the knight, and I said they gotta do something. They have to, because if they, let's just say if they did this, for example, if they did this, the pawn was gonna take it. And if they defeated Veronica, Penelope was gonna go for the kill. So it was a lose-lose situation for them. Or if I wanted to be more devious, I could have just, if they wanted to go for that, I could have just went for this and then take the rook. But again, that was completely unnecessary. So they have to take it. And now I move to protect. They back off. I challenge them. They take the bait. And that's when I said, oh my god, English not Englishing. That's when I decide to use this as a bait. That's when I decide to use Veronica as a bait. And they took it. Oh no. What are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna protect. They take it. I take it. They never paid attention. So this happens. Again, honestly, what I'm seeing here, chat. What I'm seeing in this game unfold was a cowardly king running away from its kingdom. That's what I witnessed, chat. He ran away, chat. Their king. He ran away. He left his wife. He left his queen. This is why I asked earlier, was she not loyal to you enough? Thus, Queen Penelope went for the kill. This knight, equally as cowardly as the king, I gotta get out of here! Don't leave me up! Ugh! Easily. And then the knight, cowardly as always, Penelope attacking both areas. King moves, cowardly knight dies. All of that running for nothing. He moves, another soldier taken down. He pushes forward, not another step. Another soldier down. While this king is running away, Penelope is single-handedly going for their entire army. And then that's when Augustus starts moving. Augustus check. Penelope check. Take the last remaining soldier of their army. And that's when the troops from the castle itself are denying the king. Yeah, he burst through the door, but guess what? Augustus check. Penelope check. Augustus check again. And just like that, in the very last second, the king was cornered. What he had behind him was a wall. An inescapable wall. And everyone caught up to the king's antics. Three soldiers. Augustus, Penelope, and Angustia. Chat, this is a massacre. This is a straight up massacre. This that I witnessed here. This is not losing. This is a straight up massacre. Wow. The horrors of war, chat. The horrors of war, and we're experiencing them firsthand. Yikes. Oh shit, Ghosty actually saw it. Let's go. So, honestly, chat, you know what? I had a lot of fun today, honestly. DJ, you can turn off the music whenever you can. Let's go back to our room. Honestly, chat, I had a lot of fun, and that last game, my god, that one's going in my books. DJ, you can stop the music that we're playing right now. All right, chat, that is actually the end of the stream. You guys have witnessed the horrors of war firsthand. And wow, that was a lot of questionable moves, I am not gonna lie. But before we end the stream tonight, you guys know what time it is. Before Rate a Streamer happens, I also want to remind you all that on the day of January 15th is going to be my anniversary as a streamer. So that means the day after tomorrow is going to be my anniversary as a streamer. And I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow because I want to prepare everything for the next day. So I want to make sure everything is all right. I'm still not sure if it's going to be a regular stream. I'm not sure if it's going to be a subathon. I'm still not sure, but I'll think of something on the fly. But before we leave, you guys know what time it is. Rate a Streamer, where we rate a streamer at the end of each stream. All right. Now, let's see. Who shall be our raid victim for tonight? Who do we raid? Ghosty is not online, so we can't raid him. You know what? I feel like maybe we can raid Boogie Snacks. I have been trying to get into his Final Fantasy server to play Final Fantasy 14, but you know, Ether is always congested. So unfortunately, I cannot enter his server to play Final Fantasy 14 with him. So yeah, let's you know what? Yeah, let's go over there. Let's actually, is there any VTubers playing chess right now? Oh yeah, there is. I have tried playing with Boogie, but you know, Final Fantasy 14 Ether server is the worst. Let me see what we have. You know what, Chad? I think we can raid a VTuber tonight, assuming they have the raid option turned on. All right, chat. Here's what we're gonna do. We found another VTuber who's playing chess, which is nice. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be raiding Pion Felix, assuming that's their name, of course. Let me just casually drop this in. Raid of the Syndicate. So you guys know that whoever has my sub, you guys can spam the emote, you know, Raid of the Syndicate to show them some love. But even if you do not have the emote, you can always type Raid of the Syndicate full on caps lock on their chat. Do show them some love, and I will see you guys probably not tomorrow, probably so, probably yes, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!